All right, today we got a special treat. We've got Brett Langford here from STS, and he brought a JK Jeep for us. Now, this is a 2013 Jeep, and of course it has one of your STS Turbo kits, and anybody that has a JK knows this for sure. The moment that you put bigger tires on it, you no longer like your Jeep because it doesn't have enough horsepower. You guys have solved this problem.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're running it's a 700 horse capable comp turbo. They're based out of LA. And yeah, this thing runs real good. We're only pushing about 5 pounds of boost, but it pulls hard, makes some great power. Definitely drivable if you need to pass somebody on the freeway. Gets the job done. So
okay, now this Jeep is kind of special. It's a Remington version of the Jeep. Remington this is sponsored by Remington, the gun people. So let's talk a little bit. You guys got a bunch of stuff on this. Let's talk a little bit about what is on this particular Jeep.
So this Jeep we did for the 2013 SEMA show. It was in HD Wheels booth, which have the Remington brand. They build all the Remington wheels.
Okay.
So yeah, this was in their booth. They have it all decked out. We're taking it to the SHOT Show here in January. Okay. So we're really excited for that. But yeah, so it's a 10th anniversary edition Rubicon. So it's got the different hood, a lot more aggressive hood on it, but then replaced all the decals and everything with the Remington.
Of course. Now this one, and of course you use some of the components that you use in your kits, like the Deechworks injectors and all those things. They help sponsor a little bit on this Jeep too?
Exactly. So we've got Deechwork injectors, Turbo Smart, blow-off valve wastegate, comp turbo. TerraFlex hooked us up with working with TerraFlex on the 4-inch. It's a 4-inch lift with a long arm kit. Fox suspension all the way around. Really nice. Rides really good. So we're excited to get out on the trails after the SHOT Show and get it dirty.
Yeah, you guys are going to. This isn't just going to be a showpiece. This is going to be something you guys are going to go out there and use and abuse too.
Exactly.
Now, one of the things that's really cool, I love the turbo placement on this. It's absolutely all tucked away up in there. Everything is great with that. Now, on the turbo placement, one of the things that us Jeepers, I know I've had my Jeep, in water up to here, and that can be a problem. Now, the turbo's mounted under here. You guys have addressed all of that for us Jeep guys.
Exactly. So thermal shock, a lot of people have questions about thermal shock. Right. Is it going to break my turbo? Absolutely not. These things are stout. Build them really strong. But yeah, it's tucked away. It's hidden. You can't see it from the side. You're going to be hitting a lot more stuff before you hit the turbo. But what we've done is the cold side, we've routed that up to the engine bay to the stock location. Okay. So if you've got to if you want to put a snorkel kit for going through lakes, then you can do that.
Yep.
So just plumb
and I've been in, and we've been through those things before. So the snorkel kit's always one of the first things I put on one of my rigs because we know that we end up getting into a little bit of water. So and the thermal shock you mentioned, people, that is when you have something extremely hot and then you get a bunch of water on it. You're worried about that thermal shock. These turbos, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, everything's sealed. All the piping, couplings. Water's not going to get in there.
Not going to be a problem. And again, of course, going back up to the front. Let's talk about these. What about our lights here? That looks.
So Casey definitely hooked us up on getting some pretty sick lights. Those we've got the big big light bar up front, the 2 individuals, and then we've got one up here in the front. And those things are on. It looks like heavens are opening. They're bright. Casey has been doing lights for a long time for Jeeps. I've got them on some of my original CJ5 I had back in 87 and 88, and they do a great job with the lighting on this deal too. What a great looking truck. We appreciate you bringing it by today. I can't wait to go off on the off-road with you. I'm going to actually be at Moab as well, so awesome. Maybe we'll get to go wheel a little bit together. Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be great. Brett, thank you so much for bringing the STS Turbo Jeep and kind of showing us a little bit today.
Thanks, Andy.
We appreciate you. We hope you've learned something today, and we'll see you on another episode of Andy's Autosport TV.